the person who understands the meme has two options, either to modify and share or simply share. So if the person moderates the meme, we have the second variant of the same meme, just like the COVID-19. Thank you so much. So I will present today a paper that is the product of 3 years of study, and we started with internet linguistics, and we tried to find out that how language works on internet, and we came to a very interesting part of that, and we thought that we should introduce a very new area, that is virolinguistics. What is virolinguistics? That's a new area that we are introducing. I am introducing particularly how language virality works on internet. And it's not only internet, in offline also, language virality works in the society. For example, the movie dialogues, they get viral in the youth very easily. Some particular phrases and something like that, those also get viral very easily. So that interested us to see that how the internet content, languages and the multimodality works in the virality. So doing that research, we came across certain contents which are pornographic in nature, and one of them is internet memes. Now, to understand these memes, we have to go a little back. Is it working? Right. Okay. So this is the history of visual memetics. Now, the mime, you British people will understand this better. This mime, this word mime, comes to the old dramatic comedies and all, Shakespearean comedies, Globe Theatre I visited. So these mimes were in the comedies and all also, but if you go back further, you will get the cave paintings. People started drawing something on the caves that is also mimetic in nature. So whatever we learn today, or from the beginning of the human civilization, that is because that we know how to mime others. From there, you can see that the Neolithic art, the Bronze art, the classical antique terracotta, and coming to the first caricature, to the early comic arts, the first cartoon, the first meme, the Judge, that was published. Then the contemporary memes on internet came. So this is a huge visual arts history, if you see. Now, there are debates that to become internet meme, should it be a standalone picture, or it should have different variants to become a meme, because meme means that something is imitated. So is there imitation required to become a meme or not? So that is a conceptual, we have two types of concepts. Some people say yes, some people say no. We can have one single meme as well. So studying, we have 3,000 corpuses of internet memes that we have been studying. And studying that, we got that we have two types of major memes. The first one is the organic memes, which are created for the purpose of meme. For example, this one. This is from the Hotling Bling, that Drake's music video, it is created. And something that is inorganic, just created for the meme purpose. So it is created because it was meant to be a meme from something existing, like that. So the template, content moderation was a topic yesterday. So that is content moderation. Something interesting now I will tell you, that this is the communication cycle, model of communication, normal communication model. There is a sender, there is a receiver, there is a channel in between, and you know that the sender encodes the message, sends through the channel, and the receiver receives that. That's how the communication, normal communication works. But after analyzing these many memes, what we came across, this is our model that I have developed, the mimetic model of communication. And see how complex it is. There is a sender here also, but how many receivers you just see. The sender, this is the viral communication model of internet meme. So the sender sends the first variant of the meme, and there can be two types of receivers. The first receiver can decode the meme, so can understand the meme. If you can decode, you can understand. If you can't decode, you can't understand. So all memes can't be understood by all people. Cricket memes can't be understood by the people maybe not familiar with cricket. So the person who understands the meme has two options, either to modify and share or simply share. So if the person moderates the meme, we have the second variant of the same meme, just like the COVID-19. And there is a strange similarity, I will tell you, that we also studied that. And we have another variant if the person or the receiver modifies that. If the person circulates without modification, the same variant of the meme, this first one, goes and continues. The person who don't understand, receiver 2, what happens? The life cycle ends there. So this is the communication model of internet memes. A few examples I will skip. Okay, so meme developed so much. These are the early memes you can see here. And this is a GPT generated meme which you can't even find out it's real or not. Like so realistic. So here the multimodality comes. Multimodality means that what are the modes of communication embedded in the picture. This is the visual memes, right? Here multimodality is explained a little bit. We can have text, we can have picture, we can have some cultural symbol like the sunglass, we can have like captions and hashtags and all. Now, since I can't show you those pornographic memes here, I am just showing you some other examples for like to explain the existence and the multimodality here. So this is one example. Don't judge a book by its cover meme. And if you see that how we found out that how many variants of the meme is there. So we got like more than 400 variants of the same meme, this one. And this is how that is spread. 51% most of the memes are from Facebook, because Facebook is a very old platform, very old social media platform. And most of the variants are there. Then we got the exactly matched in this same variant is 18.9%, and Pinterest also you got the majority, Instagram and TikTok. So these are the places. Now, what we tried to understand in this research is that if we have multiple modes of communication embedded in a single picture, which mode is more important and the primary mode. For example, the primary constituent, it's a little bit linguistic, okay. So I'm just trying to explain as easy as possible. So this is the first variant that we had. If I change the background image, so image is also a mode, and I keep the text only, I'm trying to understand which mode is primary. The meaning can be same. So meaning is constant here. So the text is the primary constituent in this meme. These are some relationships that we established between the primary, secondary constituents or the units in the memes. Another like same thing, I changed the text, but you see that the memes are also changing. These are different memes now. The same template, the picture is changed. Last time the meme had the similar meaning, but now the text is changed, The memes are new now. This is a comparison, just a visual comparison between the biological virality and the mimetic virality. You can see here that this is a like life cycle, life graph of like COVID-19 virus. It has a starting point, it has a peak, it has a downfall, like that. Just see how similar is memes virality or the viral content on internet, multimodal content. They also have a peak, and after the peak, like suddenly it gets viral. Something gets viral on internet. After some time, it gets also the downfall. It has a very similar type of characteristics between the biological virality and the mimetic virality. There is Susan Blackmore said that these are the viruses of the mind. So it spreads through words, it spreads through like any viral language, and it spreads through internet as well. And after coming to like internet was introduced, it became much more like easy to circulate and all. These are a few types of memes that we characterize and we classified as well. By forms we got emotional, chat stickers, sound memes, video memes, voice mimicry, mimic song and music, parody, mimic action, mimic play, visual art. Poetry is also a form of meme because it mimes the society, it mimes the emotions, it mimes different things, right? So by nature we got normie meme, dank meme, sock meme, political, religious, gender, sexist, dark humor meme, revenge meme, wade meme. That's the new category. Wade memes are the memes which invade the personal space of anybody. For example, your picture is stolen from your Instagram, if it is a public account, and it is used as a meme. What you will do? This is the example, a real example. So that's a common girl, and her picture is stolen from her account, and that is made a pornographic meme. Now, what do you mean by pornographic meme? That's also something interesting. What makes a meme pornographic? This is looking very normal type of meme, but if you look very closely, the humor is suggesting that some viral link of this girl, if you follow the link, just look at don't judge a book by its cover. That's a type of like group of meme. And what it is saying, that link is in the bio. Just look at the caption of that meme. Caption is also a part of multimodality. And what is used there? Emojis also play a very important role there. Hashtags as well. So the link, full video link in bio. So this is suggestive type of meme, and also very dangerous. We call it wade meme because it steps into your personal space and like can do anything with your pictures or information. These are a few more examples of that kind of disturbing memes. I'm just okay. So I'm coming to like what are the analytical like parts we have, like theories we have. We have majorly a lot of overlapping theories that can help us to explain these things. Multimodal discourse analysis is there, multimodal critical discourse analysis, critical applied linguistics, critical metaphor studies, critical discourse analysis, and we are building something like with a mix of all this, because we have all this, that is multimodal critical applied discourse analysis, that particularly different because we focus here on participatory culture, user trait, cognition, relative context, and multi-layered comparisons. We have multiple layers of samples because we know that if you do mixed method research, one set of sample is not enough. Thank you. So what are the types of pornographic memes we got? Some memes are very explicit and the links are given, even the links are given. Now recently what we have observed that some advertisements are not regulated before. We also observed that Facebook Lives allowed live streaming of pornography. That was something. Mark Zuckerberg came to the US Parliament to say sorry for that. If you search on YouTube that Mark Zuckerberg saying like sorry or something like that, the video will come. So some are really very explicit, like some ads also on Facebook. clip codes, that is a very gray area because there are rules on different platform affordance. If you have heard this term, platform affordance, different platforms has their own rules and their affordability, like they can afford something different from other platforms. Instagram has different platform affordance than Facebook, right? So some clip codes allow even the pornographic explicit cut. For example, Instagram, you will get, if you do a little bit of research, you will get on Instagram. Pornographic memes are also some types of like examples which are metaphorically embedded, because you know that humor is a gray area. You can't say that this is very wrong, you can't say like this is right as well, right? So some metaphorical memes, pornographic memes showing nudity and sexuality through memes as well. Weird memes, as I discussed a little bit, falsifying narratives about celebrities, individual celebrities, and the known people are the victim, like then no other. A few quick findings I'll show just. So we had a 536 response. This is one set of data, and we got that we have the university student who came directly from the school. So our respondents are like the university students, but directly came from the schools. So it's like age group from 16 to 18, like that. So most of them said that they often use internet memes in a day, like multiple times a day. How often you like? Also, one question was how often you say those memes which you get. So it's like almost 50%. People participate in this participatory mimetic virality. What is the source of these memes? Instagram now, because the old people like who are now in 20, more than 20, they use Facebook, but new gen people, they are using Instagram more. So basically Instagram is the most voted platform for getting the memes. The second one is I think WhatsApp and Telegram, and it's Indian data, I'm telling you. It's not British data. It may be different in your country. Okay. So if the youth is not agreeing with the meme, okay, I will conclude. What they do, sometimes they ignore, sometimes they report, sometimes they express disagreement by engaging in comment section or something like that. So these are a few responses I collectively like pointed out. If the person, if the youth is feeling like disturbed by those memes, what they do, like I asked that, have you ever felt hurt or disturbed? So like most of them said that dark humor memes, sometimes misinformation and abusive memes disturb them. Also sensitive topics as well. I should, gender bias is there. Most of these pornographic memes and like disturbing memes, weird memes, gender bias, they said, they agreed that yes, gender bias is there. 52% said that gender bias is there. So I will conclude like without, because 2 minutes are left. So what I want here to, in this platform to introduce is like internet has a lot of things which we think that we know, we are every day using them, but if you go deeper from the linguistics, multimodality perspectives, analytical perspectives, you will find that they are more dangerous than the real life situations. So thank you so much. Maybe we'll talk later on that.
Particularly in kind of the gambling live stream world, there is always innovations to get around legislations that are put in place.